Welcome to another episode of Hard Never Dies, Season 2, Episode 9. This is the penultimate episode of the season. Welcome, anybody that's watching live or is just tuning in now, just catching the replay. A lot to kind of go through tonight. Tonight, we're going to have fun. It's going to be a laid back night. Um, I got some guests coming in shortly. And just to kind of give you a breakdown what to expect tonight, gonna start with some updates and what people are watching and whatnot. And the main event is let's make a horror movie, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Tonight we're gonna try to attempt to make a horror movie, and I want also people that are watching live, feel free to chime in if you want to like add something. We're just gonna have like so much fun with it. It's either going to be the dumbest movie ever, or we might actually make something like really dope. We'll see how it goes. Just gonna completely freestyle the gist of this movie, um, and how it's gonna play out on some D&D shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what you can expect for tonight's episode. Should be a fun one. I'm running on just no sleep right now. Just been up working, making content and whatnot. Just a lot going on. Just to kind of update y'all in horror news, Terrifier 3 has just now crossed, was it 30 million? So it has doubled what the second one has done in the box office. It took a month for Terrifier 2 to get to 15 million, and it only took Terrifier 3 two weekends pretty much to get to 30 million, and just to double that. And I'm so curious to see how this is all going to play out by the end of this month, because I'm sure that Terrifier 3 is going to be in theaters for the remainder of the month and possibly get a re-release in December, which would be so cool. I've already seen it three times. I'm just coming off of watching it my third time in a packed crowd on a second weekend. You know what I'm saying? So that's really dope to see. And you also have Smile 2 that's out in theaters. I have my review out. I want to kind of talk about that as well and get some people's thoughts on that have seen it once they pop up on the panel. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be a fun night. I really like the fact that there are multiple horror movies out, some that are in theaters right now. It's looking like Smile 2 and Terrifier 3 will remain in the top three, which is really dope. Funny thing is, right, about Terrifier 3 is a lot of kids were getting tickets for Wild Robot, which is a fantastic movie, one of my favorite movies of the year. And they're buying tickets to sneak into Terrifier 3. There's a bunch of kids now that you see watching these Terrifier movies, and you can definitely tell that Terrifier 3 has opened the doors for a lot of newcomers, a lot of newer people to this franchise. Get Rashad up in here. What up, Rashad?
Ew, what's good, fam?
What up? What up?
Yeah.
What up, Samuel? Salute.
What did I miss,
Awesome,
man?
awesome
Yeah.
destroyer. I'm good. I'm good, destroyer. I'm just a little tired, just a little beat. You didn't really miss nothing. I'm just kind of giving people the breakdown of what to expect tonight. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I was pretty much telling them like we're gonna make a movie or try to attempt to make a movie, a
Mm,
horror movie, and that should be fun. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
You sent Q the link, right?
Yeah, I sent it to him. Yeah.
All right, we'll wait
Yeah.
till he gets in here. But yeah, I was just talking about how Terrifier 3 is officially crossing over 30 million. You know what I'm saying? Which
Woo.
is fucking crazy.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And I think Smile 2 is gonna have a big week. Well, somewhat like it's gonna match what the first one did, which is kind
Mm-hmm.
of interesting because I just didn't see anybody really hyped for the movie. It was one of those cases, where you see the seating chart and you're like, oh, there's not a lot of people interested, and then when the day comes, that's when everybody pops up. with Terrifier 3 it was completely different. You had to get your tickets, and just like I saw that first showing that popped up when
Yeah.
tickets were available, that shit was sold out pretty much, and fucking, you know, so that just kind of lets me know. I know a lot of places are different, but I just kind of gauge things from like the theaters that are surrounding me. I got like 6 different theaters, so like, you know, it's interesting. But it seems like people really like the sequel. I have my issues with it for sure, and none of them are Naomi Scott, because Naomi Scott definitely gave one hell of a performance. Like, definitely one of the best of the year. My issues with Smile 2. You saw the original, right? You said you didn't really like it.
I just watched the original this week. Yeah, and I didn't like it at all. No.
Perfect. Imagine not seeing Terrifier. Nah, I had to see that. I had to see that. But I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on the second one, because you might like the second one more than the first. But I'm like the opposite, where I like the first more than the second. It's
Well,
just that
uh,
it's just that for me, like I said, Naomi Scott is the best thing about that movie, but and that's where it kind of stops for me. Like I appreciate that they made it a lot more gory, but the
mhm.
gore kind of feels a little CGI esque. Like if you ever get around to watching, you'll see what I'm talking about. And just certain things, just with them upping the budget, it just felt like the director kind of made like a Blumhouse movie.
Mm.
Not exactly like
And we
it's
know
still
how you
it's
feel about Blumhouse.
yeah, it's not like it's not a bad it's not quality Blumhouse, but like it's like it's really trying to tap. If the first one was like kind of unique and stuff like that, like this one felt just really geared towards the mainstream, and maybe because it's the pop star angle and stuff like that, the
Right.
smile stuff really doesn't really it's not really terrifying in this. It's almost like I was thinking about it before I went to go see Terrifier 3 again. I was like, it's kind of like they made a hard PG-13 just with a lot of gore and shit though.
Mm.
Um but there's so
Oh,
I give it some credits though, like for trying to up things, and I am going to watch a Smile 3 because just the way it ended, it's predictable, but it's also makes things really interesting. Um who got in the back? Q.
Oh,
What up, Q?
oh, what up? What up?
well, there you go.
Welcome,
So
welcome.
no. Oh, looks like my shit working over here. Cool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. How you feeling, bro?
Chilling, chilling. Just talking about Smile 2 a little bit, like my thoughts. Did you get around to seeing it?
Man, I ain't seen a movie in 3 years, bro. I'm sorry. I've been like, I've been, y'all can spoil it. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been working for like the past month, and I ain't been. This is my first time being back on camera in like a month. So
Oh damn. Nah, I don't blame you, you know what I'm saying? It's that time it's that time, it's holiday season. So yeah, everybody gonna be busy and stuff like that with work.
hell
He
no,
has
I don't
Blackula.
like it. I don't like that
What'd you
shit.
say, Rashad?
Oh no, no, I was responding to the Cinema Chop Shop says, is that Blackula? Yeah, it's Blackula. Prince Mama Wilder, however you say his name.
It's been a great year for horror, Terrifier 3, The Substance, Smile 2, Azrael, and Strange Drug. Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
I
like
just seen
I ain't
it
seen none of
yesterday.
them shit.
Yeah.
yeah, how'd you feel about it,
Oh, I
Azrael?
dug it. I dug it, man. Yo, Samara Weaving, man, she was badass in that one. And that's an understatement. You know what I'm saying? The ending
Yeah,
had me the ending had me scratching my head though, because not to spoil it, but the ending had me like, the fuck? like
yeah,
what the hell just happened? But nah, I dug it, man. It's the simplest of plots, something that we've seen over and over again. You know, the whole post-apocalyptic thing, survival. You know, these humanoid creatures hunting, but what I liked about it was like there was no dialogue in the movie. Like it was like a quiet place, but but
yeah.
but like walking. There's like Walking Dead meets a Quiet Place almost.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like with no dialogue, I always appreciate that. Like when they make these like somewhat, yeah, you could call it, I guess, a silent film. That's kind of
Mm-hmm.
coming back, not in like the more traditional sense, like where like it's just like they have cards coming up and just with dialogue and shit. But I
Yeah.
like the use of just a silent film, or something like art, where he has to just use his body and stuff like that and emote more and stuff. That I always feel like that type of acting is really challenging, especially what Samara was doing and stuff. Like she's incredible, and you know what I'm
Oh,
saying.
she was badass.
I
Yeah.
love that. Yeah, I loved. I just love to see her in just different horror movies. I like to see all these people just that aren't normally in horror come into horror. Even though Samara Weaving, is best known for Ready or Not. They're making a
Mhm.
Ready or Not 2 and stuff. And if
Nice.
they don't call it Ready or Not, Here I Come. That's a missed opportunity.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
That
Nice.
that's a missed opportunity right there. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I talked about Terrifier 3 almost hitting. I think it's crossed 30 million.
30
So
million.
that's really that's really big for indie horror.
They pocketing all that money. You know what I'm saying? They,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like they
Yeah.
going straight in their pockets. They ain't sharing it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Whoever, you know what I'm saying, was down with Terrifier 2 is getting like paychecks, bro. That's just like unreal, especially for indie horror right now. That's
Correction, 32, which that's crazy. That's really dope. I think it's gonna cap at like 40.
Wasn't that your original prediction? You said it was going to make 20 to 30 in its entire run.
Yeah, I thought it was at least gonna double. It's like all this hype is like it's got to at least double, and just like I didn't expect it to do this much in this short amount of time within like 2 weekends, stuff like that. And like I said, I went to go see it a third time tonight, and it was still packed.
I think it's gonna go over 40, bro.
No, I predicted
so?
60. I said my original prediction. I said it was going to make 60.
35. Okay, 35. Okay,
35 right now.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna hit 100 million just because they're probably gonna take it out of they're gonna take it out by the end of the month type shit.
Right.
And
I think
but it'll probably cap at like 50, probably 50.
Yeah, that's a good number.
Insane.
That's a good number.
That's insane for an unrated indie film. Like that should inspire like any indie director, creator, and stuff like that, because it's like, yo, you don't need these major studios, bro, to just put out your movie and stuff. You just need a solid distributor and stuff like that got the connections, and boom, put your movie.
Terrifier is made out of passion, bro. Made out of passion from the old school 80s. Old school 80s movie, all that gore stuff that I grew up on. It's made out of passion, and they found their lane. And
right.
Like how you gonna, you know what I'm saying? I will never go to a major distributor like the Blumhouse or A24 or anything with fucking Terrifier. Keep it where it is and keep all y'all money. I mean,
personally, like if I had to choose, like out of like the smaller indie ones, I'd probably go with Shudder and Neon.
Yeah,
Shudder, Neon, or like A24. Like I feel like they allow their creators to do whatever the fuck they want. They just kind of like step back and whatnot for the most part.
And Shudder's been on fire too, bro. Shudder's had a good year this year.
Yeah. Now, Chop says they might be waiting for the extended. That would be really crazy if they re-released the extended cut for Christmas.
Oh,
that'd be fire.
Hell yeah.
That'd be a great ass idea.
That'd be a good Christmas gift to myself. Shit.
For real, yeah. And other movies I've been watching too. I watched Outside on Netflix. It's like a new family drama zombie movie. Really fucking dope. Like you want to like, cause the big thing coming out of Terrifier 3 is like people like are upset that like Art kills a kid and stuff like that. I was like, they don't show it. This movie goes fucking hard, man. Like I don't know what it is about these like foreign films, man. These foreign horror movies, they don't give a fuck about kids, bro. They don't give a fuck. They were like, we're gonna show that shit.
Like what was that one last year with the dog bit the kid's face off?
Yeah, that was when Evil Lurks. When Evil Lurks.
Evil Lurks, they give a fuck in the Evil Lurks stuff.
But that shit just works perfectly. See that, like, there's a tasteful way to do it, and there's a distasteful way. Like, people are trying to act like Terrifier 3 is like fucking a Serbian film. Like, no, absolutely not. Two different fucking films. Like,
remember
a Serbian film. Dr. Sleep.
They killed a kid gracefully, but it was fucked up.
Fucking it. Pennywise. He kills his kid. He kills kid. He chopped he ripped off Georgie's arm and shit. Like,
I love
nobody batted an eye. See how hypocritical people are? It's crazy though. Like people watch, like they'll play Mortal Kombat, watch like Invincible and shit, and just complain about violence and shit, but it's just I don't
love
get it. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like bring more and shit. It's just film. At the end of the day, it's almost like with hip hop. When you know what I'm saying, when they try to put hip hop on trial for saying shit, like it's goddamn words. You know what I'm saying? Like how you interpret
Right.
it doesn't
Right.
mean, you know what I'm saying, that it's reality unless you take it to that realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, Columbine kids play Doom and shit, you know what I'm saying, and when they're shut up at school, but that's just them, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't,
Yeah.
you can't blame that shit on, you know what I'm saying, culture, pop culture, you know what I'm saying? It
I
doesn't
just
make a lot
chalk
of
it up
sense.
to I just chalk it up to like people probably never watch these slasher movies like that because like in the 80s, 70s, 80s they were going crazy with the violence. Like
Oh,
Oh
bro, I
yeah.
grew up on
Oh
that
yeah.
shit, bro.
Yeah. Yes. Yes,
It
you
was
sir.
the
know,
it was the norm to me, you
yeah,
know.
and then like now it's kind of like bringing back the balance because like not everybody needs to be on the terrifier level of violence, but it's just like yo, stop making tame shit for rated R movies. Like I get so annoyed by that where it's just like I don't feel like they don't really push those ratings or the rating systems, you know what I'm saying? They kind of be like, we don't like this, or you know what I'm saying? It's the studios, you know, taking notes. And I think with Terrifier it's gonna definitely change. And I mentioned about Smile too. I appreciate the gore, even though it doesn't some of it I don't think any of it looks is practical or anything like that, but
Mm,
I still appreciate them trying to just up the ante and stuff as far as the violence and
nice.
you
How
know.
did y'all like Smile too? I haven't seen it yet.
I said me personally, I like the first one more. No,
Mhm,
but Naomi Scott is the best thing about
mhm.
Smile 2, and that's pretty much where it kind of stops for me. Not saying
Okay.
it's like a terrible movie, but it's just definitely feels like this one has more mainstream appeal, and people might love that, and you might hate that. So go
I
with
don't
your
know,
own
but
expectations.
I'm still trying to understand the appeal of the first one because people seem to really like that movie, including yourself, Perp. But I'm like, I tried watching it, and I mean the premise did work. Okay, I like the premise, but it just for me the execution wasn't there. Like I found myself getting bored. I fell
I feel
asleep.
like I feel like if you were to see it in theaters, it would have hit different. I truly believe watching certain movies in
Yeah.
theaters and then compare them at home, it kind of it kind of takes away the oomph. Like for me, like we brought up like Long Legs, like watching that shit in a Prime theater, I was like, why didn't they release this in Prime and like Dolby? It would just it adds so much to the experience where you have the seats moving and shit and just the loud sound and the sound effects and stuff and just a
Well,
certain atmosphere. But
I think also what ruined Smile for me was that the trailer showed like all the cool stuff. So when I watched the movie and like for example when the sister ran to the car and you see her head flop down like that part that was in the trailer. I
yeah,
already seen
yeah,
it.
they do something
Yeah.
similar to that like with Smile 2 where like damn they showed damn near everything. That's why I was trying to avoid that trailer.
Yeah.
But I think what the appeal with the second one, the first one, I mean, is I feel like the original was a little bit better executed as far as how they made the smile shit. Like I guess because it's not so widespread like it is in two, it made it more. I don't know. It made it more effective in my eyes.
Mm,
And just having like it be a smaller kind of story because then it just like nobody kind of believes what you're saying and
Yeah.
but how Smile 2 ends is how you think it's going to end. But I think Smile 3 is going to be interesting. And just the way it ends, it leaves you wanting more, you know?
mm, mm.
And I want them to kind of get back to that Smile 1 because I feel like Smile 1, as far as the scare goes, was a little bit more effective than the second one, in my opinion. Because then in the second one, it feels a little bit too comedic at times. It's kind of like it kind of lost its magic a little bit, but I like the psychological stuff that are in those movies. I think that still works.
Yeah,
I
Um,
I thought
think
the scares were good in Smile One. I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought they had a effective jump scares that I really kind of liked in that first
mhm.
one a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So the fear was kind of there, but I haven't seen the second one, so I can't
Yeah,
comment too much on it. Yeah.
I would
I'll
still
make
recommend. I would still recommend checking it out for yourself because, like I said, like a lot of
Mhm.
people didn't like the first one, but like this one, you know. So
and yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe I need to give the first one another chance because when I watched it, I was like, I'm not impressed. Well, I tell you what. Well, the creature at the end did kind of like make me, kind of jump back a little bit. Like, oh shit, that's some creepy looking shit.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like,
Yeah, like what the yeah. So then I'm waking up like, oh okay, and then but that was the end of the movie though, So I said, okay, now not the worst thing I've ever seen. I mean, I did like it. I liked it better than Long Legs. I said that in my review. I did like it better than Long Legs. And I liked it better than what's another corny ass horror movie that put me to sleep.
The Rosemary Baby prequel.
Oh yeah, Apartment 7A. Yeah, fuck that movie, man.
Yeah, mental illness is the main theme. Like they always kind of tackle somebody's trauma. That's pretty much the Smile entity's whole stick and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? I appreciate it because it's something new. It's a new franchise. So like they're always going to have a different approach, a different lead character. Maybe they go with a dude this time. We'll have a main character that's a dude. But Naomi Scott, man, if they were to actually respect horror as like a genre in these award shows, she should definitely get nominated. That's how good she is in there for sure. One of the best for the year, like hands down for sure.
Performances in a horror movie.
All right.
Just in general.
Really?
Like she's really good. You know what I'm saying? But it's just unfortunate that it's Smile too, and just certain things just didn't hit for me. Maybe I have to watch it a second time, but I have like really no desire. Like I said, like the best thing about that movie is Naomi Scott's performance, and just she killed that shit.
Wow, I tell you what, not horror related, but if you talk about best performances, don't be surprised you see Florence Pugh in the Best Actress nomination for Oscar for that one she just did with Andrew Garfield. I was
about to watch that. I was about to watch that today, but then it's like
she was dope, bro. She was the best. Now Andrew Garfield played a little bitch. I'm sorry, man. He was. I don't know what it is about husbands in these movies this year, but why are they writing husbands to be like little bitches, man? I don't get
not
it.
Little bitches, big bitches.
I'm sorry, big bitches. But no, Florence Pugh. When I say she put her fucking ankle in that performance. I said, damn, like she really came into her own as an actress. But I know we're gonna get back to the stuff, but I just had to give her a shout out, man. Yeah, best performance. I think that's gonna go to her so far.
To answer Chop's question, they do good at Smile 2 do good at the box office. It's doing all right. I think people are expecting it to do more because the first one did like 200 million. Opening weekend, I think the first one did like 22, and I think the opening weekend for this is going to be like 10 million more, or I think a little less. I don't know. Like I said, I think they didn't do a great job of marketing this movie, but I think the word of mouth is kind of spreading, and like I said, it's a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of people are like liking this. Surprisingly, like now a lot of people are coming out of this not liking it. So.
Yeah, I can speak to that first one too. Like the first marketing was insanely genius. You know what I'm saying? Like with the football fields, you know what I'm saying? And them having all those Smile people, you know what I'm saying? That made people more intrigued to watch the movie. This one just felt like it's just like under the radar. Like they didn't market it as well.
Yeah, and it's like the thing about that, the whole having people smile in the crowds. I feel like they should do that all year round, or just kind of sprinkle it, just have it be random at times. Like, they kind of wait until like the week of and stuff like that, or the month of, or something like that. I feel like they should. I think they could do a little bit better with just getting ahead of the marketing. Maybe they'll learn from their mistakes in the second one, and where the third one's going to be, it's a lot bigger now, so it's like. We'll see.
Yeah,
it's almost like that clown phenomenon. Remember that clowns was just showing up. They were showing up around my neighborhood, and you know what I'm saying. I had my kids' school calling me and shit. Like, don't be scared of the clowns. You know what I'm saying? They're around our school and shit. Like, the fuck you talking about? It's weird clowns hanging around my children and shit. You know what I'm saying? Staring at them like this is strange. But like, but Smile did the same shit for the first movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they didn't go heavily into the market with this film. You know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah, Jack Nicholson's son was in the movie too. Yeah, like he looked just like the motherfucker too. Like shit, crazy.
Man, just like that last comment got my stomach bubbling. I can't even imagine 3 quarter pounders, extra cheese. Shit.
So, So all that out the way, let's get into the main event. So we're going to make a horror movie. Well, just try our best to make it can be as silly, as serious as we want. People that are in the comments, y'all could chime in and whatnot. So this would be fun because I just came up with this idea randomly while watching like Jordan Peele and Ryan Coogler kind of talk. I was like, you know what? This would be an interesting idea because I was going to cap things off like with the season with the Terrifier shift, and it just didn't really make sense how I had it structured. So I was like, let me do these last two episodes. But anyways, yeah. So we're going to pretty much attempt to make a horror movie. Now starting with the time period, do we want to just keep it simple and just keep it in the 80s?
Hmm.
80s, 90s, modern day.
That's good. Damn, I don't know, Q. What you
A,
think?
a zombie apocalypse during a
Hurricane.
yeah, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, we talked about that on the last stream. Yeah, I heard like, well, look, if you're not used to hurricanes and you come here and you experience your first hurricane, I think you can spawn you like about like 30 horror movies out of that. Because hurricanes are scary, dog. They're scary.
So we cool with the 80s?
Hello?
Yeah.
What up? You good? You good, Q? Q?
I think the microphone fucking up again.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
he was having microphone difficulties last stream. So but okay, well, yeah, just my vote, yeah, I say 80s.
Okay, yeah, because I figured that'd just be that'd be the simple setting, like no technology really, so it'd make it a little bit more challenging for whoever's involved with the movie. So do we make this? Let's see. Do we make this? Do we make this a slasher? What type of horror movie would you want to make? A slasher? Demons? Because I know you like religious horror, man. So.
Well, the movies that scared me the most as a kid was like the movies that scared me the most are the ones that I didn't watch. And those are movies like Demons 2,
Demons.
Say stuff like that, which I still got a review. I'm procrastinating watching that one. So yeah,
Demons 2.
Demons 2, yeah. I'm supposed
Demons
to be reacting
1 is
to that
scarier.
one.
It's all right.
Okay.
I think you'd be fine.
Okay, so we could do a demonic slasher in the 80s. That's the setting. We got a demonic slasher similar to like Art or or Freddy Krueger.
Damn,
Don't really know his power. We don't know his real powers yet. But what would be the setting? Do we put him in a camp? White suburbia? Do we put his ass in the hood?
Oh, I got a perfect place. I got a perfect place.
Where?
The Bronx, the South Bronx in the 80s. That's like a fucking war zone. Yeah, you talking about abandoned buildings, like just rubble all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Just a shithole.
Yeah. So we going the Killjoy route.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm surprised they haven't remade that yet, Killjoy. But
yeah, that's a good one.
So it's gonna be an 80s demonic slasher set in the South Bronx.
South
Bronx.
The South Bronx.
How many characters should we have? Should we have just one person being chased by this person, or should we have a group of friends?
I like a body count.
Okay, so 4 or 5.
That'll work.
4 or 5.
Yeah, 5. Yeah. So we got the somebody gonna be the final girl. Got the stoner. What's another archetype?
You got the loud mouth who doesn't believe any of this shit is happening.
Okay, that's 3.
All right.
We got the one that's we got the loud. We'll just have a loud couple, girl and boy. Then we'll have like the traditional stoner, of course, and then we have the traditional final girl, and then we'll have the one quiet one that doesn't really say much. He's kind of like old boy from Juice.
What's my Steel?
Yeah, we'll have like a Steel type of character. Yeah. That's yeah,
Shut
because
up,
like okay,
Steel.
yeah. So pretty much think of like almost like a version of Juice, but if we made Juice into a slasher,
Juice. I
it's
like
kind
that.
of
Juice
you know
into
what
a
I'm saying.
slasher. That's good. I like that.
Juice,
Yeah, so
technically, Juice was a slash if you think about it, because that nigga
Yeah.
Bishop was popping up like out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Terrorizing motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You know. And
Yeah, Bishop was a slasher, low
he
key.
was, and yo, and Perp,
He
think
just had
about
a
it,
gun.
and think about it, man. Okay, most horror movies back in those days, you had a majority white cast, right? Then you had the token black character. You'll flip that shit, have most of the characters are black and have the token white character.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So one of these guys, one of these dudes is the token white dude. Unfortunately, he's the red shirt. So
Yeah,
we got to get him the fuck up out of here.
yeah.
But I want to say like how does he come across? Because okay, 80s slasher, demonic slasher in the South Bronx. We got about 5 characters. They're heading to I want to say haunted house.
A house party.
Yeah. The
House
setting is
party?
it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? You got characters in the South Bronx. So where do they encounter this demonic possession? That's
it's okay. Check it out. It's a house party going on, right? Because in the South Bronx, a lot of those they had like a lot of abandoned buildings. So they would take those abandoned buildings and they would use power from like a building that had power, and they would have these parties. They would have these parties at these shithole fucking buildings, like these condemned buildings.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
they're at a house party, having a good time.
I like this.
Maybe they start kind of leaving one by one, or they leave as a group, or people die at the party.
Before they like it give you a backstory, like maybe somebody died at this building before that someone know about, maybe the final girl, somebody like that. I like that.
I could see that because Scream 5 did that similar thing with the what was it, Stu's house.
Yeah.
So like you could like
before.
Yeah, so the house they're parting is actually where somebody
Murder
died
scene.
at.
Yeah, like
So it's an abandoned house.
It could be a family, or it could be a family, or whatever. Something really
you know
fucked
what?
up happening.
I knew that sounded familiar. Yeah, Night of the Demons. That's what I guess it's subconsciously that's what I was thinking about. But in the
that works because instead of them being at a party, it's just like a little small get together that they have in this house. You know what I'm saying? And they start kind of telling ghost stories about this place, and the one guy that doesn't believe nothing, he's the one that's telling it and stuff like that because he doesn't really believe in nothing like that. He's just trying to scare everybody.
Right.
So that kind of works. And then, them just stepping in this house marks them all for death on some like Final Destination shit.
Yeah. Or they have to set something off, like it have to be something, what I'm saying, that triggers this entity or whatever. Because I want to get back to this fucking badass demon we talking about.
Yeah. We're gonna. So they're having a party. They're being loud. Saying just having a good time. Of course, there's the basement or a secret passageway that leads to a basement or some shit, and there's a lot of creepy ass shit down there. And they don't fall for the same tricks, like how people say, "Oh, don't touch this and don't move this." Of course, the one dude that moves shit is the white guy. He starts moving stuff around, finds this like, let's say, fuck it, he finds the Necronomicon or some shit out down there or some shit like that.
I like a satanic ritual or something that haven't been.
He got to read some shit to So he starts reading from this book, not knowing it's the Necronomicon, and then for some odd reason, and then they tell him to leave the book on. They're all fucked up. It's like, let's get home, and then You know what I'm saying? Then weird shit starts to happen to them one by one.
I like that too. You know what I was watching last night? I was watching The Fly, and then what I liked about, I think it's a brilliant script because how he turned into The Fly. You know what I'm saying? He was drunk because he thought his bitch was going to go fuck his you know what I'm saying, this ugly ass nigga. Like, no, I just need to end it. You know what I'm saying? So he got drunk. He got drunk as fuck and then got into the pod and the fucking fly got in the pod. That's how he fucked this shit up. I like weird shit like that. Like maybe it's a cut, you know what I'm saying, on this, you know what I'm saying, on his side or some shit like blood, you know what I'm saying, spark this thing or something, or the spirit ritual, because like the one you talking about is like Evil Dead, like you speak the words, or oh yeah,
he speaks the words and then he leaves, and then all of a sudden this like weird smoke starts to like black smoke starts to form in the basement as they're leaving and stuff like that, and then you know what I'm saying, you see the fucking you see the floor just like started to fucking, you know, like crack open or some shit, like the fucking pits of hell or some shit. And then you see this fucking creature coming out. I don't know what the fuck I would call, like, I think I don't know what the design would look like for this creature. I was thinking like, because clown suits are already done, can't really do Freddy. Maybe you put him in a suit. I always like the idea of like Slender Man, him just like appearing in a suit with no face or some shit like that. So have him have a rocking a trench coat, or having a trench coat or something like that with a hat, so you can't really see his face. You know, but his powers is he's able to kind of blend in with people, almost like on some Smile shit. So you don't know who's who. He can pretend to be, you know, one of your friends or some shit like that. But he has to kill. He has to kill the person to be able to take their body or some shit. Be able to use their body or some shit. So, you know, the first person he goes for is the white dude that touched the book first and whatnot, on some like Hellraiser Wishmaster type shit. You know,
I like the Hellraiser.
And I don't know how would he have a weapon, or would he just use his bare hands?
Weapons are cool.
Or you know what? I think it would be really cool. I always see this horror movie. I don't know what the fuck it was called, but I forget what it was called. Where I seen dude just eating people whole. Like you would see it, like he'd just eat people whole, like, you know what I'm saying? I was just like,
yeah.
Wait, is that where his mouth would stretch wide open and he would just fucking
like
swallow
you
your
like
ass?
a child.
I see that. That was weird as fuck, bro.
I thought that shit was real. It was like on the internet floated before I seen the movie. Like, what the fuck is this? I know exactly what you're talking about.
Like, it would be like that, like mix it with like, it'd be a little bit more gorier than like some Attack on Titan, where you see the Titans actually like munching on motherfuckers and shit.
Yeah.
So like he'll just be like, so he goes after old boy. I don't know his name. We just go on white boy. We can go on white boy and just eats him head first, and just like big chunks, and just devouring him. You know what I'm saying? It's gory as hell. You're seeing guts everywhere. You're hearing fucking bones being cracked and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like,
what about what if he just, this thing like just takes over like one of them, right? So like, kind of like you was saying, like once this thing takes over one of them, it slowly morphs. So each time you see it, it looks worse and worse. You know, so first, so like let's say it takes over the white guy, and he, you know, he starts bugging out. You can tell it's not him anymore. But each time you see him, he progressively just gets more like ghastly looking. You know,
lie.
Because that is similar to what that's kind of similar what the Smile Demon does. Like he'll actually like climb into them and shit. That's just fucking weird. But I like that. So you're gonna stick with that.
Cause then he can infiltrate the party now too. You know what I'm saying?
He can infiltrate the friends, and now
the small gathering shit now. You know what I'm saying? Even though he looks a little weird and a little more fucked up. So I like that.
Yeah, so that he could still go back to his regular form, but right now he looks like the white boy and stuff like that. Right. So he's able to, you know, talk to amongst his friends. He gets the one stoner guy alone the next day or something like that. This is all gonna happen within the course of a week or some shit like that.
Right.
So yeah, he pops up on the stoner dude. They have a whole conversation, and they talk about, oh, last night was crazy, really weird, you know. Or you could you have the white boy going missing for like a week or something like that. So then when he approaches the stoner dude, he'd be like, "Oh, where you been, bro? Like, haven't seen you, haven't talked to you," and just
Sounds like
he kind of
a freak off party.
did he
Did he freak off?
yeah,
Yeah,
but
yeah, and then by by the end he takes like his final form. So I'm thinking like in terms of like Clown, you know what I'm saying, like how Clown, how he just got worse and worse, and then by the end when you seen him in his final form, it was like, oh shit,
yeah,
So he
yeah,
was
yeah. So yeah, I
yeah.
can
Final
see
form
that
is
'cause
always cool. Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah.
he kills the stoner dude, eats him, takes his face, you know what I'm saying, and then it's this whole cycle till he gets down to the final girl, and
Mhm.
that's where you were talking about Rashad, where he starts to show his final form, where he can't really he's not really able to maintain all these kind
Right.
of bodies and stuff like that. It's something's going on with him, something's wrong, and now it's like this big ass like blob pus monster, almost like the fucking shit off the substance and shit, like titty
Yeah.
hanging out the fucking.
Don't remind me of that. God
I gotta
damn.
see something. I can't wait till it hits streaming.
Oh, you haven't seen Substance yet, Q?
I ain't seen
Oh,
shit in the last past month, and then all the horror movies, of course, came out in the last past month, and I haven't seen shit.
well, dog, don't eat anything before you watch that joint, man.
Oh yeah, so
Nah,
no
yeah.
Taco Bell, no Taco Bell,
No,
like
no Taco Bell, nothing.
oh okay,
You're not
damn.
listen.
I would advise
You're not
the
gonna want to
opposite.
touch a titty in a week. Yeah.
Okay. No greasy burgers,
No
nothing like
greasy
that going there.
burgers.
No,
No,
no
no.
hangover. Like say you should straight up, hangover, go straight into the substance. Probably a bad idea,
Bad
right?
idea. Bad idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
So after this monster kind of goes through everybody, we get to the final goal. What is the weapon of choice, or how does one take away defeat this demonic
Mm.
monster, send it back to hell?
Mm, mm.
Oh, that's a good question.
Ooh,
Because usually there's some kind of
ooh.
MacGuffin or something, right? That's
I'll
going
tell you
to.
Gruesome.
I'll tell you the MacGuffin. Like this chick out of nowhere, she finds out that her ancestors were witches and shit like that. So she has these supernatural powers. Like most shits end up happening. They just make up some shit. We're gonna
Mm.
make up some shit, and hits that motherfucker with like a Kamehameha or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
crazy.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, you can. Yeah.
Damn.
But
I
what's
could actually almost see this shit. Yeah.
yeah, it'd be super goofy, but But
Listen.
what's I asked this like a while ago. What's a horror movie that hasn't been made that you want to see them do? Like as far as like something futuristic,
Hmm.
something like Q. What's something that you haven't seen before that you would like to see?
It's a great question. As a horror movie that I
Hmm.
haven't seen. Ooh, that's a great fucking question, bro. It goes deep. Oh, god damn. That goes deep, bro. Hmm. Mm. I don't know.
Because damn
It's
near
crazy,
everything has
isn't it?
been
Yeah.
done. Yeah, everything's damn
Yeah,
near
yeah,
I,
been
yeah,
but,
done.
but
yeah.
but but once we say that, like people will be able to come out with something original and just like, oh damn, that's something completely new. It was just
Yeah. I had I got this idea of a horror movie, for taking it from the YouTube perspective as a YouTuber trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Like all he wants to be is, you know what I'm saying, on top, and you know what I'm saying, dude, like the first dude to review movies and all that shit. And I
uh,
wanted to mix that with American Psycho a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it has been done, but I don't think it has been done in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? So like
yeah,
that's something I was thinking about, but like that's not something major. That's something I was like thinking as doing as a own personal film, but like something I haven't seen before. You know what I'm saying? That's the you know what I'm saying, that's the tough spot of horror.
Yeah.
What haven't we seen before? How can we take demonic possession has been done to death? It's kind of hard to fucking get into that realm. Even werewolves are tough. You know what I'm saying?
Unless if you take like a page out from what was it what was that shit something versus the dead what was that fucking shit called? God damn, I can't think about the rednecks. Tucker.
Dale and Dale versus Evil.
Yeah, I feel like you did something like that where you flipped the script, or like where.
Or something like what's that one movie like with the dude that played the killer, and we watch it. Damn, I can't think of the name. He kind of looked like Jim Carrey. You know what I'm talking about. That was a great original movie. He kind of played like the serial killer, and you watch it from his perspective, not like the one that came out, but they were actually interviewing.
Talking about Trap?
No, not Trap. Oh fuck, it came out years ago. I can't think of.
I do like that concept of Trap. I feel like I could make a better version of that.
Yeah,
where like
been better.
you know what would have been a crazy twist instead of what they did is if like the daughter was in on it, like on the kills or something like that, and they'd go around just picking off pop stars or something like that, famous people or some shit like that.
I still think it's something there, like being in the perspective of a killer, like even American Psycho, like when you ride when they're like, why am I riding with this craziest motherfucker of all time? He stopped a black homeless man and his dog right in front of my face. And I was like, that's fucked up.
Because you got a problem. That's why, man.
I got a problem. I got a problem. I love Patrick Bateman. Why do I fucking love this guy? I don't even know. It's fucked up. Like I did not like this guy at all. But
it's the same thing with Art. It's
the
same thing with Art and any slasher. Really, like you rooting for the slasher all the time and shit.
I'm always rooting for Jason or Freddy and shit. Like all
shit,
you know what I'm saying? I was never.
But
I'm scared of them.
But Rashad, what's a horror movie or something you would like to see in a horror movie that you haven't seen yet?
Well, you know what? I was actually drinking one night, and usually the best ideas come from intoxication. Yeah. And I thought about a premise for if they did a sequel to The Substance, right? So like so it'll have nothing to do with the first movie except for the substance itself. So this time around, it has to do with instead of an aging actress who wants to be young again. This time it follows a bodybuilder who wants to be the best bodybuilder of all time. And because I used to follow bodybuilding a lot back when I was a kid, and just it's a very obsessive sport, you know what I'm saying, that has a very short window. So this bodybuilder, he wants to be a legend, but he can't never get out of being average and mediocre. So he gets a hold of the substance and it turns him into fucking Ronnie Coleman, but at the same time, he starts getting too obsessed and takes advantage where that shit fucking just mutates the shit out of him to the point where it'll have a similar ending to the first movie.
You can do some crazy body horror with like somebody that's just like freakishly muscular and shit, because that shit already look unnatural shit, and you just have a fucking you just have that shit like a muscle just completely distorted and just look nasty and shit. Oh god, like
that gave me an idea too. Like you could even that same concept that you have, shot, like you can take that to WWE, like you know what I'm saying, like
exactly
the wrestling realm and shit. That should be.
I'll tell you,
with the crowd.
I'll tell you my idea that hasn't been done yet. They're probably gonna do it. You're probably gonna see it on Tubi. Is if they have the baby oil killer. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you that shit. His name's gonna be Slippery. His name's gonna be Slippery.
What was the name again? Hold on, I was laughing.
Slippery.
That sounds like a skit for me.
Slippery.
Just think of like Terrifier level violence with like baby oil.
Baby oil.
Just get violated, but with baby oil.
Oh my god.
That means you gotta cut Diddy a check, man.
Yeah, no, he needs it.
Oh man, but yeah, you know what? And like sport, like we've never really seen a sports horror movie, so I guess that's why I was thinking of that too. Like you know,
sports horror movies that could be good too.
yeah, there's not many horror movies about sports, and when
I
you think
think
about like the substance and steroids and stuff like that, and the ramifications.
I think
when you
they
abuse
are
it.
making a. I think they are making a horror movie based on like it's called like The Goat or something like that. I think Marlon Wayans was attached to it or something like that.
Yeah, yeah, that's the Jordan Peele one. Yeah, I heard about that one too.
Oh,
Just think
yeah.
of like a horror movie, like even like on the Concussion, on some Chris Benoit shit. You know what I'm saying? That just flip him out, and you know what I'm saying, and he just fucking goes nuts,
just goes
like
fucking
real life.
crazy.
But like, but like, you know what I'm saying? Just flip it on. Don't take it there. You know what I'm saying? Well, you could. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know what I'm saying to him. Just
Baseball would be
flipping out.
easy because like you can have a dude that got hit with a baseball, ends up dying, starts haunting motherfuckers, comes back from the dead with a baseball bat on some Negan shit.
Negan.
Yeah, I like it.
Start bashing people's brains in. That's his MO.
Yeah.
Shit.
I
Well,
would say
I
hockey,
like the wrestling idea though, because you can have like a Chris Benoit situation, and then like so mysteriously, so these wrestlers just start bugging out and just fucking just snapping and murdering motherfuckers. They can't figure out why, like what's doing it. Because to this day, there's still no rational explanation why Chris Benoit did what he did. Like they try to put it on CTE, and they said they have evidence of that, but it's still a mystery, like why he snapped the way he did.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think that's a really interesting element to make a horror movie off of and shit too. You know what I'm saying? If you take the Quinn Benoit, you know what I'm saying, exactly. It could be the family, but like why does it have to stop there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or a wrestling joint where like the owner is actually like some type of Satanist, and he's been doing like it's this whole like cult thing kind of going on within the wrestling thing, and that's why like wrestlers are acting certain ways or something like that.
Out,
and,
yeah. They put something in their drugs, you know what I'm saying? Like crazy shit, you know.
And the head guy's like a and the head guy's like a Vince McMahon type, you know, because Vince McMahon, he's a character by himself, you know. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You put the Vince McMahon part in it, and then you put the guy that you following in there. You got a fucking dope ass story to me.
Yeah.
Well, the Vince character could just legit be the devil in disguise. Look.
Yeah.
And they're all in hell. That's the and that's the twist right there. Everybody that's there is in hell. That's
in hell. You find that at the end and shit. That's fucking
hell in the cell.
Hell in the cell. I'm Vince McMahon, damn it. You're fired.
Yeah, and the whole middle part, you know what I'm saying? You following this guy, you know what I'm saying, do the killings and shit. And Vince McMahon is the devil at the whole time, man. I fucking love that.
You know what another movie I don't think they've really not tapped into is like child killers. Like, you know, like not child killers, like kids that literally are the slashers or some shit like that.
Oh shit, like Gage.
Or like you think like Problem Child meets fucking Macaulay Culkin's character in A Good Son, like that.
Yeah, I would like
that mixed into like one.
Imagine a full slash movie with your boy Gage from Pet Cemetery. That would have been some creepy shit. Yeah, but we only got him being the killer for like what, maybe 10-15 minutes of the movie, and then he got stuck in the neck with that shit. But
he was scary. He was scarier to me than Chucky to me. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Because I feel like Halloween had the chance to go there. I don't know why they kind of like didn't go that way with
I'm talking about the little girl, the daughter of Jamie Lee Curtis's so-called daughter.
Yeah, and 4 to 5. Yeah.
Is it Jamie?
Jamie, yeah.
Yeah. I just don't understand why they wouldn't do that. Like, yo, make these, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, even though it would be kind of like more Children of the Corn, you could take ideas from that because they don't know what the fuck they're doing with that franchise anyway. So just remix it. Just
because come to think about it,
Children of the Corn,
because come to think about it, because Halloween 4 ended with her, I guess, being the new Michael Myers, and then Part 5 they just totally just retconned that shit. Like it never happened.
That's weird.
Yeah. Like what the fuck was that about? Yo, I saw an interview with her, the actress that played a little girl. She was also in Scream. They asked her like, did she ever meet Jamie Lee Curtis, right? And she said she actually like ran into her, and she was, giving her a flowers like, "Hey, I'm a big fan, yada yada." And Jamie Lee Curtis looked at like, "Who the fuck are you?" And she's like, "Well,
I heard about that. Yeah,
I played your daughter, and in the Halloween movie, she says, look, I never watched those movies. I don't like those movies. I don't know who you are. And like just shunned her. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's fucked up.
That's just crazy. But that is crazy, like to be an actor and not watch your own movies, which I know plenty of actors will probably do that shit. They'd be like, it's just a job, and I don't really want to watch me. Like, I know Johnny Depp doesn't.
Huh?
I'm saying I know Johnny Depp don't watch his own movies and shit.
Well, shit, Michael Caine, he said, "Look, I've never seen Jaws: The Revenge, but I can tell you the house that he built."
Exactly.
That's funny as hell.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, we take it like as fans, we take it like personally. You know what I'm saying? We breaking down deep scenarios and shit. But at the end of the day, sometimes to these actors, it's just a goddamn job. You know what I'm saying? That's
well, shit. Well, Q, me and you were in a movie, Q, and neither one of us don't know what the fuck it's about, and we've never even watched it.
This is true.
It's true. Perfect. You know this, right? You know, me and Q were in a movie.
Yeah.
And I can't. If you ask me about it, Perp, I couldn't tell you what it's about. I've never sat through. I don't know.
Me either. I never sat through the entirety of it. I'm in it too for like a second or so.
Yeah,
it's interesting to get those little details whenever you watch this, like interviews, like even watching like interviews like Terrifier 3 and stuff, and how little Lauren and Laura and David actually interacted and stuff like that. They don't really interact with one another and stuff like that. They don't see each other on set.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like with Rosebud, the Friday 13th, when I played the Duke, you know what I'm saying? I do watch that one and shit because I'm actually proud of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn, all right, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I nailed these scenes and shit. I was fighting, you know what I'm saying? So like, I like that one, you know what I'm saying? But like the one like Rashad talked about, I don't. I never even watched it. Sometimes watched it. You know what I'm saying? Not no disrespect to the you know what I'm saying, the director or whatever, but like I just
cool guy, but I just don't know what the movie was about. Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, if I was in a bunch of movies, I wouldn't watch myself. I don't even like hearing myself talk. So
no.
Yeah, great voice, bro.
I don't like how my voice sounds. Because you ever hear that like your voice sounds different in your head than when you like hear it out loud and shit like that.
You know what? I'd say when I first started doing YouTube, I had that problem, but it's like the more I edit videos, the more I, been doing this now, it doesn't even bother me. You know, now when I hear myself, I'm like, it sounds normal. But yeah, when you first hear yourself, you're like, oh my God, that's how I sound.
Yeah.
But you do get used to it, huh?
Yeah. I haven't gotten used to it.
You got a nice deep James Earl Jones, you know what I'm saying, vibe and shit. You know what I'm saying? Nice gravitas. Me, I sound like fucking Slim Shady all the time. So hey, my name is, you know what I'm saying? So like I don't like my voice at all, but fuck it, I'll still record video. I don't like my voice.
Yeah, man, it's been a solid month so far for horror. Like there's been
I gotta catch up.
What you behind on?
Everything.
Or what's on your list? Like what's on your list?
First off, Terrifier 3. Yeah, first off, Terrifier 3, Smile 2. The one y'all talk about with Samara Weaving, I gotta check out.
Ezra.
Yeah, Ezra.
And I'm thinking I'm missing
the Substance. You gotta watch Substance. Yeah.
Substance. I'm missing Substance.
You should watch Outside on Netflix. Put that on the list.
What's that?
You should watch Outside. It's on Netflix.
Outside on Netflix? Okay, yeah. I'm on.
Yeah, and Mr. Crockett. That's on Hulu.
Yep. I missed that one out. Yeah, everybody been talking about good shit about Mr. Crockett. I watched the first when I was sick. I watched the first half, not even the first half, like the first act of it, pretty much, and then I just fell asleep. So I might put that on after, you know what I'm saying, this stream. So yeah, I'm behind a little bit. It feels like I'm in like YouTube hell. You know what I'm saying? You missed like weeks, bro.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what Perp. I don't know if we discussed it, man. What did you think of Stream?
Oh yeah. I finally got around to checking it out because like when I was in Florida, they only had it playing for that weekend and shit. So like when I got back, I was like, it wasn't playing no more. I was like, fuck, now I gotta wait for this shit. I thought it was fun. I had fun. What was that?
There a hurricane season?
No. This is like later in the summer, like in the summer and stuff like that.
Cool.
I was visiting her family and shit. But yeah, I was like, damn, man, I hope this is still playing by the time, because I came back that Monday. It was like I was only staying for like Wednesday to Monday and stuff. And I was just like, oh, took it out of theaters. But I finally got around to watching it. I was like, this was fun. You know, it's not like it's not Terrifier level, you know what I'm saying? Even though it has some really gory scenes, like the shit with Danielle Harris, fire.
Yeah.
That shit was,
Yeah.
and the tic-tac-toe kill, that was fucking really fucking creative. I like seeing David Howard Thornton just playing art pretty much, like with his mannerisms and shit.
Yeah.
I just like the over the top campiness of it. And I didn't hate the family. The family was pretty decent, you know, and like even at towards the end, like where a certain character gets stabbed, I was like, oh shit, didn't really see that coming, you know, that kind of. But you know, Tony Todd at the end of it, I was like, yeah, he deserves a lot more.
He can still play
credit and stuff.
Candyman, dog. He can still play Candyman. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I want him to. I want him to be in like in Terrifier 4 or some shit. Like put him as a demon or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying, the main demon or some shit like that. I just feel like he needs to be in that. Like there's quite a few people I would want to see just pop up in the Terrifier movie. Tony Todd. And it's only right that Justin Long pops up in one of these shows, like Terrifier 5.
Long and Terrifier. That's a
have him be an opening kill. Have him be an opening kill or some shit.
Yeah,
there's got to be some body horror type shit though, man. Because Justin Long, he's known for getting fucked up in like very bad ways.
Yeah,
Justin Long, like perfect acid, and Tony Todd. Those are perfect, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, Stream. Yeah, Stream. I dug Stream for the most part, but it was just they could have cut out at least that shit should have been an hour and a half. You know what I'm saying? Like
2 hours and 10 minutes. That was like kind of
and the father to me, man, like that one scene where it's like, no, don't do this. Oh my god, baby, wake up, wake up, wake up. I'm like, nigga.
I love that.
No, you what killed me when Tim Reed pulled up with a gun and shit. He ain't use that shit like that. Yeah, I'm like, bro, you would drop that shit, dog. Like,
yeah, like
it's
bro,
just like
I really love the premise, and even like the look, like the masks. I could see those being sold at the Spirit of Halloween next year. You know what I'm saying? So this movie had a lot going for itself, but it's like that runtime kind of killed it. And I feel like they didn't really push the premise that much. You know, the whole thing about, you know, doing this whole online thing where you're streaming all these people getting killed at this. I feel like they didn't really milk that for what they could have. You know, that they didn't go
for the runtime. Yeah. For the runtime, they could have definitely fleshed out better.
Yeah, because you really don't get to that stuff till like halfway in the movie, and you forget that you're watching a movie about streaming. You know, people getting killed in a stream. Because they want us to care about this family, and you don't give a shit about them, like they're expendable. Just let's get this party going.
And I kind of wish Tony Todd would have popped up sooner, because I was like, once he popped up, I was like, man, I need the second one now, because I just don't want to see him in that one, because he just pops up at the last minute and
he should have been the main guy. Walt said this earlier in the other stream. You know, he should have been the main guy. He should have been the one, the control guy. You know.
Yeah.
But there's the third act though. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen it. So yeah. Keep going talking about it. I want to see some Tony Todd. So.
On the TV end, you know, you have From still going strong with their third season. Y'all, if y'all haven't watched From, I don't know what y'all doing. You know what I'm saying? Teacup is also fantastic on Peacock. There's another Peacock series that's I got Bruce Campbell in it called Hysteria. That's pretty interesting. I've watched a little bit of that. So you know, there's quite a few, you know, different things going on in horror right now. I know American Horror Stories came back and did like back rooms and people were trashing. I was like, what did y'all expect?
Damn.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
creeped up like hard, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot. And we still got like another solid 2 weeks, and they got plenty of movies still coming. Like, I want to see, it's another like Halloween original, like one of their shorts they're turning into a full-fledged movie, Carve, where it's like a killer pumpkin. I was like, man, why don't they just make Pumpkinhead again?
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah,
killer pumpkin.
That comes out the 21st, which is interesting. I was like, okay, It's like a Monday. Yeah, it's Monday, right? Yeah,
Well,
it's a Monday.
Uncle Creepy got a movie. 'Cause I saw it on his Instagram that he's been promoting called. I think it's All Hallows Eve, but it's like a sequel to it. But
Oh,
yeah,
so it's like a fan. Okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna check that out.
Yep.
I forgot exactly where it's on, but he said he just like they're not like they're shorts, but they're not like new, but it's just like stuff that he handpicked.
It's on Tubi. It's on Tubi.
It's on Tubi. There you go. It's on Tubi.
He hit me up about that. He told me to check it out. You know what I'm
I'm
saying? The poster art looked dope with the fucking pumpkins and shit. Yeah.
Right.
That's the homie. Yeah, I gotta check that out. I think it's out now. Is it out now or it comes out?
No, it dropped yesterday on Tubi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll check it out.
You got Melissa Barrera's movie coming on next week. What's it? Your Monsters or His Monsters?
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. I want to see that too. Yeah,
I ain't
heard. Yeah, I heard nothing but good.
It's like
no, it's gonna be in theaters. It's gonna be in theaters next week. Should be at least.
Yeah, because what's coming out next week in theaters? Nothing that we know about.
There's this stop motion. Yeah, Venom drops. Unfortunately, there's this stop motion movie. I forget what it's called. Something with a snail. It's in the title or something like that. It's like it has like this weird kind of like gothic type of look to it. Whatever the fuck. It almost looks like.
It's like. Speaking of stop motion, man, I think that's going to go down as probably one of the worst horror movies this year.
What?
Stop motion?
I thought it was cool. I thought it was really creative.
I haven't seen that.
And whoever made that movie was on some serious drugs, man. When that shit went off, I said, what kind of fever?
Oh, speaking of drugs, y'all need to watch this horror movie called Mads on Shudder. That is the most unique take on like zombies I've seen in a long time. Like, it's a whole one shot. It's a whole one shot.
Oh, it's a whole one shot.
Yeah,
that makes me excited. That makes me excited.
Yeah, that shit's fucking fire. That shit's really dope. It's only like 82 minutes or some shit like that, but that
82 minutes on a one shot though.
Yeah, that shit is crazy though. That shit's mad trippy. That shit's definitely gonna make you feel like you're on a bad trip, a very bad trip.
Wow. That's how stop motion made me feel. That movie. Q, you seen stop motion?
No. I haven't seen stop motion.
That was some weird shit.
I got that high.
I know how you feel about weird stuff. It's like A24 weird, like Lighthouse. Yeah, I know you ain't fuck with Lighthouse.
No, not exactly. I mean, cause I think it's Shudder. I think stop motion is Shudder, but
yeah,
I don't know. It just was out there, man. Like whoever wrote that shit was doing some serious booger sugar.
Do you think it's pretentious? You like pretentious? You know what I'm saying? Pretentious, and then execution is two different things. What do you think?
Man, well, you know what? Pretentious. That might be a good word for it because I think it was more deep. No, not more deep, but he thought it was more deep than what the script actually was.
Oh,
okay. And then by the end, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. This is the wackest shit.
I appreciate it because like it goes from being a stop motion, like you have this chick that's working on trying to finish her mom's stop motion picture.
Yeah.
And then she ends up like this little girl comes into play and she's like mysterious and whatnot, starts kind of influence her, hey, why don't you just make your own? And it switches between this stop motion movie and traditional stuff. I was just like, that's really dope. I've never really seen a movie kind of try to do that and whatnot.
So it's different. Yeah, I'll give it that. It is different, but different doesn't necessarily mean dope. Because I finished.
Yeah, it's not gonna be for everybody.
Yeah, I said, man, get the fuck out of here with this shit. That's probably that's on the bottom of my list as far as horror movies this year.
But Mads, y'all gotta check that out like ASAP. That shit is really really interesting.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
So, but yeah, this was a cool episode. I don't want to keep y'all too long because I'm pretty beat and shit like that. Next week's gonna be the finale. If Q, if you want to pop up for that.
Yo, Mr. Rajai, I have to log into my fucking Twitter again because it's all fucked up. You know
okay. Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, Senator Rashad, I'll be more than happy to join. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yes.
I always love talking horror, and you know what I'm saying. With you guys, Perk Minded, always good hooking up with you and Rashad. You know what I'm saying.
Likewise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
likewise.
episode was dope because that movie we came up with, man. Like I could actually somebody needs to write that. I would go see that.
Me too.
I would go see that.
I
for
like
real.
the juice aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? The juice aspect with the party.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? To keep it hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what I'm saying?
There's a
It's
demonic
almost
slasher out there that eats motherfuckers whole.
Yeah, and just the backdrop. And just the backdrop of the South Bronx, man. If you've been around in the 80s at that time, you'll know what I'm talking about. South Bronx was like a fucking war zone.
That shit sound hot.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, so next week we're gonna have the finale, and then I'll be having the Perp show after that on a Wednesday. I think on a Wednesday it's gonna be on Mischief Night. So the horror stuff is gonna continue even when the season's done. We're gonna close out the month right. Got a bunch of reviews in the works. I'm gonna get to my From season 3 episode. What's it? 5 now. I'm gonna get to that as soon as possible and have that out as soon as possible. I might stay up and watch it. Who knows? My body might just shut the fuck down at this point. But you know,
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, that worked.
Yeah, so got a bunch of stuff. Rashad, what you got cooking up? No pun intended.
Now, this week coming up, if everything works out, I'm working on I'm doing another verses. So I'm doing Chainsaw Massacre 74 versus the 03 remake. So,
that's the easy one. That's 03.
Okay, well, we shall see. so I got that coming up, and as much as I've been procrastinating, I have to react to Demons 2, or I might just shoot a regular video because the reaction videos are a bitch to make, man. Not only are they a bitch to make, but then when you do put it out there, YouTube like to fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? They like to, every little thing they take your video down. So I might just
remember the house party. Remember the house party one?
Yeah, house party. Exactly.
How long are your reactions usually?
About 30 to like 40 minutes, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I have to like be real careful. Like you can't show like a lot of blood and stuff like that. So if you show anybody getting decapitated, YouTube would take it down, or they'll say like it's not.
Even if you black and white it, they'll still hit you.
I haven't tried that.
Yeah, I've seen people do that like on like TikTok and stuff. I don't know if it's different, but
okay. Well, you know what? Because I think it'll be a fun reaction because those demon movies really just get under my skin. You know what I'm saying? So I should be having that dropping real soon, and I'm doing a review for the first Phantasm. I'm gonna be reviewing that one. And that's about all I got in the pipeline right now.
Okay. What about you, Q? I know you just getting back into things.
I'm getting back into things though. Like in my mind though, I don't even know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I want to do something bloody.
Like, man,
what I'm talking about.
You try to make like a short film?
I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be fucking bloody. It's gonna be brutal. You know what I'm saying? I might include my own family with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I have to at least if I ain't put out a video in a month, it's gotta be it gotta be something.
You gotta come back with a banger. You gotta come back with a banger.
Yeah. Even though you know what I'm saying it's not up to the Terrifier standards, it gotta be up to at least the standards.
I think
need to be.
I think that'd be a good, kind of lift off for you, or like a starting point, just watch Terrifier 3, make a bunch of content. Around there.
Hell yeah. Because this is my month. Usually, this is the month I put out the most content, but like I haven't been able to. So I'm gonna just take my time and try to make something in the next, week or so that hopefully it'll be up to par. I have no movies to review yet, so I don't know. It might be a short film in my mind, but who knows what the fuck it's gonna be.
Only advice I can give you, man, plenty of alcohol. Because I
love alcohol.
Yeah, so some of my best ideas, man, came from tequila or whiskey, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We cut from the same cloth, so like I'm already on it. So I'm thinking about like what the fuck could we do? Yeah. Hell yeah.
Mine's is herbal essence, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
I got herbal essence.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
yo, I stopped
You know
by
what I'm saying?
the dispensary today, dog. I got some good shit. I got some mushrooms, and I got the Oculus 3 and shit. I don't even know
Yeah,
about
you
this
definitely
shit.
see some shit. You definitely see
Oh,
some shit with
Lord.
some shrooms
Yo,
though.
Oh,
I
Yo.
got some shit for you, Rashad. It's gonna be Merry Christmas. Thank
Okay.
you for send me your address because you're gonna thank me later.
Okay, dog. Look, I sent it to you, dog. Hit me with it.
Yeah, you got it, dog. Like
Shit.
I'm sending you
Yeah.
to a whole new world.
Oh, oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
But yeah, this is
It's gonna be dope.
this was a great episode. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Appreciate everybody in the chat that pulled up.
Thank you.
I gotta get Chop on here one of these days too. I gotta get him on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
chop.
Yeah,
Dope.
yeah, we're gonna figure it out. But yeah, I'll see y'all next week in the next
All
one.
right.
For the finale.
Peace.
Hell yeah, bro.